overall, the episode was good. Episode was
Yeah.
good. It was a really good episode, even though Eugene's moaning about one bloody flipping page. But
It's not one. It's just an awkward way to leave it. It's an awkward way to leave
I
it.
I kind of understand, but I kind of don't.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Paddles and Frames anime podcast. This week, I'm joined by the usual suspects, Lewis and Phil. We're going to talk about Vinland Saga episode 3 and Tokyo Revengers Christmas Shout Out episode 3. So we're going to start with Vinland Saga episode 3, guys. So obviously, last week we ended on a massive cliffhanger. Obviously, I wasn't that impressed with the animation and the storytelling because it kind of detracted from the manga a little bit.
You're
But
hating.
I wasn't hating. I was just giving my opinion, which is what the podcast is for, isn't
You're
it?
hating.
What do you mean? This is us to discuss.
No,
This
carry
is
on,
fun.
carry on, no, carry on.
Anyway. But so obviously it's continued from where it left off last week when Omar met up with Fox and Badger, two other retainers in the farm. And it's just basically he's gone to this their little den where all the kind of retainers hang out and having that fights and stuff. And they convince him that if you want to be a man, gonna kill somebody. And then obviously they go and get Einar and Thorfinn and let's get those two slaves. And if you kill one of them, you can become a man. So obviously it becomes a madness from there where Thorfinn, shows us why he's that guy. He is that guy. And then
Mine didn't blink, It
and
didn't
then
blink. Not once.
it gets stopped by a new retainer who stops it. And then
Snake.
yes, it's Snake, exactly.
Hmm.
The new retainer. Snake's actually, well, we'll go into that later. But so you know what? One of the episode I thought was very interesting, was like, I know we are we're in the emo Thorfinn arc. That's basically what I'm going to call this because
Okay, I like that. I like that.
You're right. You're right.
That's a
Though,
cool
you're
one.
right.
because
That's a cool
Thorfinn
one.
he's just depressed. He's like the depressed Daddy Llama, isn't it? He's depressed, but he's still spitting facts. You know what I mean? And I like the way the anime's done that because when they play the music and the way like just everything just really worked as one episode.
Loved
And
it.
you know what? But you know what I really like? You know when Fox was talking about what the soldiers dealing, what we selling, and he's like death. That whole segment, was so
Oh,
sick
amazing.
with the music. You know
Yeah.
that was all done
And
so
then
well.
then the art kind of changed as well a little bit, piece. Yeah, I
Exactly,
liked it.
exactly. And I think like obviously like a lot of this episode they follow the manga to a T except for what the ending obviously, but that's fine. Ended on a great ending. But I was very impressed with how different it was compared to like the last episode. The animation just looks a lot better. It's a lot more sharper. I just feel like the music, everything just felt like another level than the first episode for me anyway. And so Phil, what were your thoughts?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked
Mm,
it a lot because it gave a more like what's the word? I want to say chilling tone
mm,
to it. Like it was more like when the retainers guys came and took Aina fourth in, like I kind of had a feeling, okay, something mad is gonna happen, right? They're
mm,
getting led, but then when they're actually there, and then Aina's mind, he realizes that we've been led to our death,
mm,
yeah, and we now need to like basically look our death in our face, in
mm,
in in the face, and just take it, right? But then at the same time, you see like the parallel
mm.
of what's the master's son name? Omar, right?
Yeah,
Him not actually being about that life that he's there
I
trying to rant
know.
about and
Bro,
all
spoiled
like you
brat.
know what I mean? Yeah, he's just a spoilt brat. And then you see him quaking in his boots when it comes time to really like put in work, right? So I like that tone, and then you end up seeing as you talking about we were talking about before, Thorfinn being so quote unquote emo in it, but quote unquote emo, but like it's a different tone of him. So I really liked it. I really
Mm,
liked it. I would say it's one of the better ones. Is the best episode so far.
mm.
I mean, so yeah. What do you think, Lewis?
Yes.
Yeah, man, I love this episode. From like the first, I feel like even for this episode, those two episodes helped this episode be what it
Mm,
was.
mm,
So as much as they were a farming arc, it just, especially at the end of the episode 2 when he was having those dreams, and then you
mm,
see him having the night sweats, the night terrors, and waking up
Mm.
screaming. You're like, the level of progression on Thorfinn is crazy, and that guy
Mm.
is flipping G.
Mm.
When he was getting sliced up, and the things he was coming out with there, are you living because you don't want to die? I
Mm.
was like,
That's what I mean. Danny Lama, just got many quotables. If
I
you
was like,
if you put down Twitter, yeah, people be like, you get so many likes, bro. He might
yeah.
be depressed, but he's like wise above his age, above his years, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait, I asked last week, right?
Mm.
And I think Thorfinn is like 19, 20, around that age, right?
I mean, he grows
Right.
a
And how
box.
old
We think.
we think what he's around like
Yeah, yeah,
19,
around
20, early
19.
20s,
Yeah,
right? So then
I
how
want to
old
say
is
early
how old is
20s.
Aenor? Aenor's like what, 25, I wanna
Ain't
say?
must be like 23,
He's
man.
older, yeah.
But he still acts like a youth.
Okay.
No, he acts like a
He still
kid.
does.
You know
He
what I
still
mean?
does. He still
Like
does.
when he,
So then now, like the reason why I say that is because you can see like the difference between the two. Like Thorfinn is like a grown ass man,
mm,
yeah, and
but
Aenor is
Thorfinn's-
still moving like a youth. But he's gone through so much for him to even be like that. So
but the
Yeah.
thing as well though, Aenor's gone through a lot as well. But then he's still because he's like had people invade. He watched his mum and his sister
mhm,
die. But then
mhm.
obviously Thorfinn has gone like
he lived
Thorfinn
he
goes,
lived that life since he was a youth,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
was
yeah.
stuck
Yeah.
in it.
It's true, it's true,
So
it's true. And it's the thing is, yeah, it's like obviously Thorfinn's nightmares are we're gonna reveal what they're about. But Thorfinn's
Yeah.
obviously, depressed about either about obviously we read the manga so we know. So he was depressed about not getting his revenge for his dad, or he's depressed
mhm.
about like the kind of the life
He's
he lived.
ashamed. He's
Yeah,
ashamed.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Because remember when his dad said in the early before he died. No, in the early when he talked about taking lives and stuff like that in the early kind of
Mm.
Mhm.
first season, he's like probably realizing this is what my dad meant, and I've just been on this
Yeah.
mad. And there's a lot of things like when what's his name? Aselicard said to him, "Oh, when he said to him, you can just trick anyone to do what you want by
Mhm.
offering it's like stuff like that. He's had his honor like
Yeah.
spat on. I mean, obviously we're detracting from the episode, but there's a lot to talk about with Thorfinn. And I feel like this arc is gonna reveal. It's like therapy for him, I guess.
Yeah, I
Low
think so.
key,
It's the
low key, yeah.
therapy arc.
And therapy for us as fans as well because we've watched him, even though it's entertaining for us. We've watched him from a child go through this madness, and I feel like we've seen him like against four Koges. Bro, it's so much madness. So I guess it's kind of cool to see him in this going through this state because he's not like every other like anime character where they're like like Goku or someone they'll just blow up blue or whatever or
Mm.
Yeah.
characters would go and just murk people. Thorfinn is dealing with some consequence here, like real consequence, and I think that's good writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
you can
lamenting a
really
lot.
relate it as a person,
Yeah, he's
You
not
can
just a
relate to it.
character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
well, and Aina, I'm sorry, Aina cracks me up though. When he saw that,
When he saw that girl,
yeah,
bro,
Yeah, man.
that's how you know he's not a big man. Because when he saw when
it's not.
he's doing
He
the pace,
crumbled. He
innit?
He
crumbled.
crumbled.
Who's this? Oh, and the fourth is just there like, oh, let me wash my face. And oh my god, what are these terrors about? I do
Yeah,
feel
like Thorfinn's having his moment. Why Aina's doing?
ain't a spitting game. Like, where you from? What you saying? Like,
Mm.
I ain't from this. What farm you from? Basically, that's basically what he's doing in it.
That's basically what he's doing still. That
And
is basically what he's
my
doing.
boy's having a mental breakdown in the background. He's like,
Yeah.
You
I
don't
just
even
met
know,
you,
right?
just met you
Don't even know
yesterday,
what's
innit?
going on. Wow.
The animation though was pretty cool. When Fox was slicing up
Mhm.
Thorfinn and cut the ear off, I wasn't sure if they were going to include that because obviously
That was
these
great.
episodes didn't feel like they felt a bit not censored, but it felt like they were downplaying a little bit. When they cut his ear off, I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, man. I think it only goes better from here. In my opinion, it was like such a good episode, such a good episode.
And it was a great introduction to Snake as well, I felt.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though, even like you guys have read the manga, but for me, who doesn't know what's going to happen, I already know that this guy's going to have a big impact in later
So
episodes.
what impact do you think it's going to have? Like, what do you think it's going to like? What do you think it's going to do?
I don't know. I feel like he can see the potential in Thorfinn, so I
Mm,
don't know if he's going to try and bring that out
mm,
somewhat. But he's also got issues as well. Like he's dependent on his grandpa, isn't it? He's trying to
mm.
like can't even make his own food, but yeah, everybody is shook of him. So like,
Mhm.
This is it.
what's going on there,
And then when you punch Fox
Mhm.
in the face here, you're like, whoa,
bro?
Yeah.
who's this guy?
I was so happy that was happening though. Like,
Well, because you got Fox here having all these, like certain characters when they do those sharp eyes and they think they're about that life in it. When they do that,
exactly.
Yeah.
Fox was doing that whole episode. Yeah, I was like, someone's laughing. You just thought of the bad man whole episode talking to like,
Yeah.
oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Badger's there, like, you know what? I'm calming it. I'm just here. And then Fox is acting like he's just a guy. And I was like,
Mhm.
thank God someone. And when they punched him, it was one of those proper in your
Yeah,
face punches. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
tooth coming
Bang,
out, everything.
in it, man. Them
Yeah.
slow motion punches. Um, but where do you guys? Well, Lewis, obviously, because you're not Reddit. Now obviously there's a bit of action. How are you feeling about like it's slightly diverged from this slow from the first
Nah,
episode?
I'm so happy where it's going right now.
Mm,
I'm enjoying it because obviously last season was action, 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 and I feel like
mm,
this is almost like a character development thing as well.
mm,
It's like you're seeing the progression of these people, and then they're getting into scenarios
mm,
where you might not know what they're gonna do,
mm,
and then they're revealing what they're gonna do, and you're like, oh gosh, this guy's a G. And then you got
mm,
Einar, he was telling Thorfinn, yo, run back. I'll deal with this. And you're seeing
mm,
his character development, like he's
mm.
stepping up to the plate a little bit. And yeah, man, I just think I'm excited to see Snake's part with
Mm.
Thorfinn and Einar, where it's going to go. Are they going to go on a journey together? I feel
Oh,
like we're leaving the farm soon. I feel like we're leaving the farm soon, but I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well,
yeah.
well,
Cool.
Eugene, we know what's gonna happen. So let's
We
just keep
know,
it at that, innit?
we know
We'll
that.
just keep it at that. Let's keep it at that.
Yeah. But yeah, so we obviously we can all agree that it was a great episode. Do you guys want to give your scores and your final thoughts?
Phil?
Go on, Lewis.
All right.
Since you had such
I'll
rave
give it.
reviews.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Just
Jeez.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just feel like the emotion
Mm,
that was directed, it's
mm,
the sound effects, the
mm.
emotion when you're seeing in the eyes. It's almost like I was watching a real life movie,
Yeah.
Mm.
and then seeing the wisdom, the Instagram wisdom from Thorfinn while he was getting sliced up.
I hear that.
It just had everything, and it's making me excited for more. So yeah, 9 out of 10.
Cool. I'll give it a 9 as well. I'll give it a 9 as well. It's because I liked a lot about it, from the writing, the animation, just even how like they put the scenes together
Mm.
and like the shots in the scenes. I liked how they arranged it, if that's the right word. But yeah, so I would say 9. I would say 9 as well.
Yeah, I want to go for a 9 as well, only because like you guys said, the writing was fantastic and like animation was pretty good. It was pretty good as well. And you know what? One thing I will say though, because obviously when reading the manga, yeah, one thing I am enjoying a bit more now. I know I spoke of this last week. Is that I know Aino was he's a bit more. I said he was a bit more animated in the manga, innit? Like his
Hmm.
panels. But
Mm.
I
Hmm.
feel like when you put them side by side, he comes a bit more buffoonish in the manga, and I feel like
Hmm.
the anime is making everything a bit more serious. And I feel like
Hmm.
that makes this, like you're saying, Lewis, a bit more like watching a film as opposed to reading a
Mm.
comic. And I do kind of like that kind of direction
Hmm.
they go. Everything's a bit more serious. There are still obviously funny moments, of course, but just everything's not drawn like his eyes aren't popping out, or it's not like, you know what I mean? It's still drawn quite seriously. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, I'm liking the vibe, and I'm just I'm gassed to see some of the bigger moments when they get animated and how they're gonna tackle that. I just hope that they do just keep things as close to the manga as this episode was, because the episode was very not
Oh yeah.
99% accurate to the chapters
Okay,
that.
so what was wrong then, Eugene? Go on, you have to say it. So, but in the manga, this bit
Yeah.
was a bit different.
Yeah.
This
What
guy
was
had the
missing in
chair.
this one?
This guy was standing over there with the last one. Go on,
Yeah.
You
go
know
on.
what? There was those blade of grasses. There was two that was like
The idea.
Ah,
no,
The
no,
idiot.
no, 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 no,
The corn.
no, no, no.
the
You know what?
corn.
It was fantastic. Like you know me. I'll say if it wasn't. No, but everything was pretty
Mhm.
good, man. Snake's
Okay.
introduction, same as the manga, all of it on point. So it just makes me just like wonder why they just kind of like diverged last episode, which I just didn't understand that. So that's why I'm just like, if you can do it as well, you've done it this one. why they diverge. But here we are. Here we are.
It
And
worked out, I think.
Mappa's excellence. Well, now we're going on to Tokyo Avengers, the Christmas Sheldon arc, episode 3. Obviously, we left on an intense cliffhanger with Taiju. You don't think that was intense?
No, I said you.
I know the sarcasm was back and forth in it, but no, it's fine. So Taiju and Hakai's intense cliffhanger where he was like, "Oh yeah, you got to kill Takemichi," and you know what? Poor Takemichi, man. Like sometimes this guy just wants to do good, man, and just
man.
You know what I mean?
He's always. I feel like he's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But he gets
a lot.
He gets punched up differently every time. He's just come to the future from being a gunpoint at his face, bro. You've seen his boy get killed, and now he's being punched up by some giant. But so this episode, obviously, I know last week's episode, I complained about the bowling arc. But this episode, so they covered from chapters 80 to 83. And what I will say, the only thing that was very interesting and very weird is that they covered all from midpoint chapter 80 all the way to 83, but they left the last page of 83 out of the episode.
Okay.
So this is a bit weird. Why not just put that final page in if you're gonna? Because
can they add it into the
next episode?
Basically, what they'll do it and then they'll do the intro. But that final page it was just literally him just continuing what he was saying. There was no need to leave out. It wasn't like a massive cliff. He didn't say nothing amazing. He was just continuing what he was saying. So it was just that's it. It was just a weird way to leave it, because if it was like something massive happened in that episode and I was on that page and fine, I'm like calling it. But he just continues conversation. That was it. But yeah, no, I just found that just a bit strange. But there you go.
Okay.
But
overall, the episode was good. Episode was good. It was a really good episode, even though Eugene's moaning about one bloody flipping page. But
it's not one. It's just an awkward way to leave it. It's an awkward way to leave it.
I kind of understand, but I kind of don't. Like
Mitsuya had one thing to say. He literally said one more, like 3 more words. So I'm just like, why don't you just put it in? But anyway, go on. Yeah. So yeah, as you guys were saying. So let me drop this.
Yeah, I think it was a good episode. I think it was a good episode too. Damn, I lost it. My boy just came in and was finishing Takemichi, right? And when he had this speech with his brother, he basically say that family over your friends. I tell you basically what to do. You have to listen to me, right? I liked how it had a good balance, right, of comedy and seriousness.
Yeah.
As well. So even moving forward a little bit in the episode after the brother said, "Yeah, I'm gonna quit Toman and come be with you in the Black Dragon," and then they went to Toman and all the Toman captains are having their meeting, and then Takemichi is there with the flipping cake thing.
And then Chifuyu's like thumbs up in the background.
Yeah. And that's when I realized he's a dummy.
Yeah.
I forgot
they're kids in it. They're kids in it.
It's a numbskull, but I liked it. I liked the fact that it wasn't the same as last week, and it upped the ante, but it still had some kind of comedic elements to it.
Fantastic. Lewis, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I think this episode is definitely up the ante. So you've got the different scenarios. You've got Hakai is going to go back to the Black Dragons. So you've got that going on. And then Takemichi's realizing, no, you can't go back there because that's the whole reason I've come back, because that's going to cause the issues. And then you've got the comedic side, and then him also revealing that he's a time leaper.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of that happening, and I feel like it's all the gear up to move this forward quicker. So you towards this fight, because obviously they realized my man's got beaten up. We've got to do something about this. So it's not going to be quiet. And then you've got Takemichi's situation where he can't let Haki go back. So then there's going to be a big fight. So Takamichi don't like fighting, really. Let's not lie.
He can't fight.
Yeah,
But
he can't fight.
Yeah.
He's
he
good
likes
for it.
fighting, but he can't fight. That's the whole problem, isn't it?
But do you know what I like to see? I'm gonna butcher his name, but Chifuyui.
Chifu.
Yeah, when I saw him again, I was like, oh, it's nice to see you alive again. You know?
Yeah,
Oh, friend.
Yeah. But no, I think, and the fact that he's revealing to him as well that.
It was good though to see their partnership like start now, and like obviously we know where it goes in it, but it's good to see it. Oh, it's happening again. I feel like them two are a good comedy act, and they're a
Big
good
time.
good partnership because Chifuyu is like, like when they did the whole plan thing, and you're like, he acts like he's very serious because he's Bargie's boy or whatever, yeah. Then when like they having the flashback about plan A, then he's looking at him and like, Chifuyu, should I do this? And he's like, and I feel like
Oh, that bit was just so well done.
And it just, like when you said last week, oh, they're children, and it's how they are kids, man. That's why they do all this dumbness. So you got like Draken over there acting like he's an adult, yeah, and he's just like, no, these lot, they are children, bro. And then you got obviously, what's his name, Muto acting like an old man. Oh, shut the hell up, he's attacking me. Shut up, yeah. That was funny, man.
Yo, it's actually mad, like that. When they said that Taju's brother, yeah, he fights for like these wealthy people. That's how he has all the money.
Yeah,
like that. That is crazy. That this guy, he's only a little bit older than the main character.
I think he's 2 years older than Mikey. And
yeah, and he's out there flipping being
Taking
muscle
out
for
men.
some rich people. Like, what the hell?
Look how big he is, though.
He's
Yes.
wham as hell.
That's what I mean. Imagine Takamichi he took how many punches in the face? Tinner's like, nah, I can't.
I'll tell you, he's got a good chin though. Takamichi's got a good chin, bro.
That thing is made of steel.
That guy, man, he got kneed in the stomach. Like the fact he's not dead,
bro. He's like a rag doll.
Yeah, but I think it's like. So I think like this episode been adapted well. It adapted the kind of all the chapters pretty decently, except for the obviously one page. But in terms of like the stuff it did adapt, like the dream sequence, like when he was in the hospital, everything was done really well and on point. And I felt like the music or the animation obviously is improved as well. It's definitely improved. I don't know what it is. Like first and second episode, they're like, oh, let's just test the waters a bit. But animation definitely improved, and characters look a lot better. And I like the coloring. All of it looks.
It's because nothing was happening. That's why.
Yeah.
Now stuff is happening. They've kind of like had to up the animation because they need to make it look good.
Well, regardless of the reason, it looks a lot better. And I just hope they just keep pushing it and keep giving us like good animation and keep the storytelling. I mean, it was quite succinct this week, but yeah, just leave it the one page. Yeah, but still, it was quite succinct, and I'm glad we're losing the kind of the filler, and I hope there's no more filler in it. That one thing that can be excused, in my opinion, it's done, isn't it? But let's just pray there's no more random. Oh yeah, let's look at each other's jackets, or so I don't know, some random stuff like random filler for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. So do you guys want to do you have any more thoughts about the episode, or do you want to share your scores?
No, my score, I would say is an 8.5.
Really?
I'll say it's an 8.5. I liked it, man. I liked it because of the balance of comedy and seriousness and the progression of the story. So yeah, I would say the art and animation is a little bit better. Obviously, like I said, because stuff is happening now. So yeah, 8.5.
Lewis?
Yeah, no, I agree with Phil. 8.5. I think it's true. He's got enough balance of everything, and I think that comedy aspect at them tension points was just class. So I think 8.5, and I think it's ramped up enough for it to gear up for more action. So 8.5.
I think it's a 7, to be honest, because
missed that page.
It's ramped up from last week, but
and
it's still not top tier, is it? You know what I mean? It's still and
that last page is missing.
Oh, imagine anyway, whatever. It's still not top tier. It's still like it's good, but it's not amazing. You know what I mean? I just feel like
no, man.
It will get there. It is going to get there. I thought it's getting there, but it's not at where it needs to be, in my opinion. Because I'm still enjoying the manga a lot more than I'm enjoying watching it. So hopefully, when the bigger things do happen, I'm going to enjoy watching like the fight scenes or whatever, the bigger scenes in anime a lot more than reading them.
So do you think you're saying that you're enjoying it more because you already read the manga and it's new and it was new to you when you read the manga? It's no longer new to you now. You're
Well,
like,
no,
okay, they
like,
need
like I said
to make
earlier,
up
with
for it.
Vinland Saga, I enjoyed the anime portrayal over the manga because it's like I think it depends. Like some mediums do better than others. Like obviously, for example, with Bleach, we're gonna go back to Bleach. Um, I think the Bleach anime for this thousand year Blood War blows the manga out of the water, 100%. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it's so
I
amazing.
understand that.
But I'm just saying that with this Tokyo Rangers, I just feel like it just I don't know, it's just a bit it's there and I'm just watching it, but just a bit meh, just like it's just there. I'm not blown away. I'm not like it doesn't do any, it doesn't it's not
I feel like right now it needs to be like this. It's breathing into
I don't know, man.
momentum.
I don't know, man. I feel like
Because I think that's the thing with anime. You have to let these, because it's like episode after episode. You need to let these things kind of like build.
Yeah, it
Whereas
comes in waves, innit? It can't just
yeah,
be big madness happening
well, it's nothing about
every
big
other.
madness. It's just like, I don't know. I'm expecting. I mean, look, as this Tokyo Rangers fan, I'm just expecting a bit more. That's it. And this is obviously a big anime, and like, yeah, it doesn't look bad. I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying, like,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just I'm not as entertained that much.
Okay.
So, But on that depressing sad note, we're gonna we're gonna leave you guys this week. Um, hopefully next week. Well, we'll get like Vinland Saga. Obviously, it's on an upward spiral. So we'll see more from the three snake, badger, and fox. How are they going to torment Thorfinn and Einar anymore, or like is Thorfinn going to reveal to us why he is that guy, or is he going to stay in emo Thorfinn mode? Tokyo Avengers. Like, look, obviously, me and these guys at Crossroads, they're like loving it, and I'm like, yeah. So let's see. Will my mind get changed? Will my head get turned next week from the next episode? Or are these guys next week going to be like, actually, Eugene, you're right. It's not actually. It's a bit more.
you wish.
But comment, like, subscribe, guys, and yeah, let us know your thoughts about what you thought about this week's episodes. See you next week.
See ya.